You talk about managing the emotional side, and
That's step 5.
and I would think in today's world, that's got to be probably as crucial as anything else.
Well, you're a smart man, I'll tell you that. If you look on my website, I'm just about to launch a group program called Managing Emotion and Acting Strategically, because that's what I am as a strategist. But I cannot tell you how many times my clients have called me in the last, call it 30 days. Shelly, can you just talk me off the ledge? I mean, I've had grown men, business owners, practically crying. They can't find help. They're overwhelmed at work. It's too much. Everybody's saying this is too much. It's too much. I had a crying business owner. She has a $2 million company. She has to be home 2 days to school the kids. She's got staffing issues. And you know what? They're busy. They're really, really busy. So it's not a matter of just always thinking about the destitute. It's about these clients that are busy. It's also really challenging. Managing the emotion is the only way to act strategically.
You know, it's interesting that you mentioned that. I hear these stories about people who spent the pandemic binge watching Netflix and they, I need another good book to read. And I have been just covered up to the teeth since this whole thing started. And part of that, I think, is I've got a need to stay busy, and I believe that, body in motion stays in motion, that sort of thing. But there are two sides of this whole thing. I guess there are the people that have mentally and emotionally shut down, and then there are the folks that are running on fumes and risking burnout and trying to juggle way too many balls.
And then there's right there, if you go back to the step of commitment, one of the components of commitment is purpose. And so having a purpose each and every day for yourself, exercising, moving, making a decent meal, or finding a skill, finding something that you can actually, I say this is the best time to go back to school. Man, you're stuck home. Find a scholarship, find a certification, enhance your learning. Because it's when we get back to the real world that we really can't find the time or the energy to do that extra degree or that extra learning. Purpose is really having a purpose, having a vision. It's an opportune time. I hate to just say that because, the pandemic is awful, but it is an opportune time to develop oneself.
Well, I think you're exactly right. Well, one of my clients is a fellow who won the television show America's Got Talent. He's a singer. He's a phenomenally talented singer and entertainer. He's played there in Boston. As a matter of fact, with the Boston Pops, I've been there with him 4 times. But right now, and in the last year, he was unable to tour. The entire entertainment touring industry is down. And so he was pretty down in the dumps. And something that was this fellow's goal, his name is Landau Murphy, one of his goals was to go back to school and get his degree. And I said, Landau, you'll never have another opportunity where you're not running from city to city and town to town and airplane to airplane on tour. And he buckled down and went back and got his diploma. And I think that was as meaningful to him, if not more meaningful, than all the Boston Pops performances in his lifetime.
I agree. But that drive, you got to find that fire inside you. You have to find the fire. If you don't, I'm born with the fire. You sound like you're born with the fire. But if someone doesn't have the fire, then they really have to do some commitment work about who am I, how do I want to show up, and how can I make a difference in this world. Every company I've started has been because I love doing it. I loved it. And if I didn't need to make money, I would have done it anyway. So it's really looking within to say, what can I bring to the world? How can I make a difference? And when you can do that, boy, life is much, much richer. I mean, I don't watch very much TV. I feel like we're on the screen all the time. My eyes start to hurt.
Sure. Shelly Berman-Rubera is the author of 100 Tips to Small Business Results. It's available at Amazon, wherever books are sold. Keep your chin up. Be good to one another. Thank you so much for listening to our Big Time Talker podcast, the service of SpeakerMatch.com. Now go out there and make it a great day. Bye, everybody.